Yeah, students, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
so there is a power cut, so I lost Wi-Fi. So now I have connected to the mobile hotspot. Sorry for the inconvenience. And let me continue with the discussion of case number 8. Okay, so I hope you can see the Word document.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I had to start from the beginning because the recording is also will be lost now. So case 8 deals with the leadership of a sales force. Okay, so overview of the case is Kara Bakelin, the district sales manager for Spectrum Health. It's a $3.2 billion medical equipment manufacturer. So they are into B2B marketing, business to business. She has been in her current position for about 2 years, leading a team of 10 sales reps across her district of Miami. Spectrum Health is currently in a crisis situation. It has laid off 24% of its US sales force. Okay, that is 2 sales reps out of 12. Okay, due to factors that included a national economic downturn, recession, government cutbacks of healthcare funding, and new foreign competition. So Kara has been told that her district's overall sales levels are disappointing. So the sales levels of district, which is supervised by Kara Bakelin, are disappointing, means not up to satisfactory, especially with respect to sales of the complicated, expensive healthcare equipment, such as heart-lung machine. Overall morale among the district's rep is at an all-time low. So the morale of the sales reps under her supervision is very low. Okay, then Kara Bakelin must now demonstrate the proper leadership to motivate her sales force. See, this is the situation. Okay, and those who have not read it, so please try to understand. This is the situation in the case. Okay, the company is currently in a crisis situation. It has laid off 24% of its sales reps, and the sales in the district, which is supervised by Kara Bakelin, is disappointing or cannot satisfactory, and the morale of the reps under her supervision is very low. So now Kara Bakelin, who is the district manager supervising these 10 sales reps, must now demonstrate the proper leadership to motivate her sales force, okay, through these tough times. So she addresses all 10 of them at an 1-hour sales meeting in a couple of days. So she is planning to address all the 10 sales reps in a meeting. Okay. So she will then spend extensive one-on-one time with each of them in the following days. It is possible because they are just 10 in number. The challenge is to develop a specific plan of action for dealing with the reps. So when she is going to address the reps, all the 10 reps together, what she will speak. Then after that session, she is going to speak one-to-one. So what she will be talking, okay, specifically to each sales rep, okay, and which she has categorized into 5 distinct groups. So these 10 sales reps, depending on their performance and attitude, she has categorized them into 5 distinct groups. So she has to be very specific when she addresses the sales reps who belong to each of these 5 distinct groups. Okay. So after the general address of 1 hour, she is going to meet all the 10 sales reps, and depending on to which category this sales rep belongs, depending on the sales performance and attitude, she has to address them very specifically, okay, in order to motivate the sales representative. Because all 10 sales reps are not performing same, their attitude is not same. Okay. So there were 2 questions at the end which okay, I displayed. So question number 1 is, what is the general message that Kara Bakelin should give all the reps in the Monday morning meeting. Okay. In the Monday morning meeting, what is the general message that Kara Becklin should give all the reps in the Monday morning meeting? Okay. So anybody, those who have read and made an attempt to answer this question, somebody, anybody would like to answer this question or address this question? What is the general message that Kara Becklin should give to all the reps? So the objective is to motivate the sales reps. Situation is the company is in crisis and her district sales performance itself is very poor, not satisfactory. In such a situation, what message, general message, what general message Kara Becklin should give to all the reps? Anybody who would like to give a try? What would you do? Put yourself into the shoes of Kara Becklin, district manager. Okay, your company is in crisis. It has recently removed 24% of its sales force. There is economic downturn. Sales in your district are low, not satisfactory. Okay, you cannot sit hand in hand. You need to motivate, address the issue, and motivate the sales reps. What would you speak?
Sir, can I give a try?
Okay.
Sir, as she knows, sir, that the sales of her territory is going low. So first, she needs to ask what is the problem, why the sales are been not at not
Okay.
reached the exact amount or the target, sir. So she
Okay.
needs to know what is the reason behind that, sir, first.
Yes.
And then if she finds out that there are any minor problems, sir, like for example communication with the uh, sales people, there is no proper communications, sir, or they are
Okay.
facing any transportation problem to reach
Mm-hmm.
out to the and then communicate to them. So she needs to tell them like these minor problems will be sort out by the company. And she even needs to tell the reps that as company is reducing the employees, as it is
Yeah.
mentioned, sir, 24% they have been
Yes.
reduced. So
Okay.
she should tell that if the reps are not performing or not completing the given targets, they might be terminated from the jobs, as company has already reduced 24%, and this can be increased, the percentage of the people can be increased. So she needs to put up some like uh, she needs to tell that they will be getting bonuses by achieving their targets, extra bonuses, or any perks can be related, sir, relating to this. She can tell that perks will be given to them once they achieve the targets. Perks can
Oh,
not be only monetary funds, sir, they can be any other things, sir, like
okay.
any packages or any other, like if the company is not providing this telephone
Mm.
bill
Mm.
telephone bills, then tell that company will be providing you the telephone bills or the traveling expenses. So
Okay.
she can tell them, sir, and she can motivate them, sir. But as you only told us, sir, motivate comes within, from within.
Yeah.
So she can only tell all these other factors, sir. But at the end, only the sales reps only should become motivated by themselves, and they need to work, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, for your contribution. Okay, but you said she should diagnose and find out the reasons for decline in sales. It is already given in the problem. They are macroeconomic forces. A national economic downturn means recession in the market, government cutbacks of healthcare funding, where hospitals will not be able to procure new equipments,
Yes,
and
sir.
new foreign competition.
Yes, sir.
Reasons are already there. She should not address. Okay. But anyway, then that is first. Second thing is, okay,
Yes.
about addressing the reps grievances. Okay. So at this level, okay, those grievances will not be handled. Okay. So they are mostly done on a day-to-day basis in weekly meetings or monthly meetings. Okay. So anybody else who would like to give a try? Okay, so we'll go ahead with the contribution by Sharon and let me, okay, guide what general message, okay, general message we're talking, not specific. Specific message will be for the different categories of sales reps. Okay. Okay, so the goal of this general message to entire group should be to start the process of improving group morale among the 10 sales reps in the Karas district. So when a speech is prepared or a message is going to be prepared, it should have an objective. So as it is already given in the case that the morale of all the 10 sales reps is all-time low. The objective of her general message or objective of her speech is should be to improve the group morale among the 10 sales reps in her district. So she can build her message or write her message around improving the group morale of the say 10 sales reps. Okay, so low morale is a concern for at least 2 reasons. So why the morale of the sales reps is low according to her? First, Kara's top sales people are more likely to leave for other better offers when morale is low. Okay, so if you read the case, information will be there inside. So Kara's top sales people, among the 10, those who are performing top are more likely to leave for other better offers when the morale is low. They may quit Spectrum Health and join better companies. Second, the sales people are much less likely to work with others in the organization when the morale is low. So working together is especially important when selling the more expensive, complicated products, okay, which of course Kara's reps have a disappointing record selling. Okay, so they are not able to work as a team. Okay, these sales reps, due to low morale, okay, so they are not able to work in a team. But the consequences of low morale are, okay, the top sales reps may leave the company and join other organization. Okay, and they may not cooperate in the team, or they may not work as a team when the morale is low. Okay, then to do this, to improve the morale, Kara must articulate a vision for the group. Okay, to do this, Kara must articulate a vision for the group. She should envision and then encourage teamwork among them for the purpose of making the vision a reality. See, give them a reason to work, give them a vision to look. Okay, so in the direction of which they can continue to put effort. So this vision, new vision, okay, should be realistic, achievable, and should be inspiring for the sales representative. And Kara herself can act as a coach, okay, or as a mentor for these sales reps. So this will include expressing a goal of selling of many big ticket items such as heart lung machine. And then also maybe suggesting who works together with whom in order to achieve this goal. Okay, so Kara's message should include a vision for the group. So what are they going to do in next 1 year period, 2 year period, or 3 year period, whatever the period? Okay, then how are they going to achieve it? So she is mentioning by way of selling big ticket items, means most expensive products of the company. Example here is a heart lung machine. Okay, they are into medical equipments. Okay, then also by suggesting who should work with whom. Okay, so if you work like in your class also, okay, when we ask you to assignment teams for assignment for subjects, so you prefer to work in a team where your friends are there, because that will improve your morale. Okay, your participation will be better, or you can always recall. So then also maybe suggesting who works together with whom in order to achieve this goal. Okay, and the challenge will be to present this plan in a way that excites all 10 salespeople. Okay, so the challenge will be to present this plan in a way that excites all 10 salespeople. It depends on Kara's leadership style. It depends on Kara's leadership style. Okay, so Kara's message should include a vision, a newly articulated vision for the group, which should give new direction for the entire team, okay, and inspire the team to work. Okay, for example, like selling big ticket items such as heart lung machine that are most expensive products of the company. So even if they could sell few items, few products of this, the sales revenues will be greater because these are the most expensive products of the company. And she will also she can also try to improve their morale by suggesting that, okay, you are allowed to work with a person whom you like or compatible. The team will be always going to be compatible with who is going to work with whom. Okay, then this message, but she has to present in a way which can inspire and excite all 10 salespeople. Okay, so this is in brief, but you need to elaborate. The way I explained, if you listen to the recording, you'll understand. It can go for up to half a page, okay, or more than half a page. So you need to explain. This is just a scheme, what her message should include or what she can address in general. Okay, so when I say Kara must articulate a vision for the group and she should communicate this vision in her message, general message. So I would like you to take back to that PowerPoint slide. Okay. So students, can you see this PowerPoint slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So see here.
Yes, sir.
The quote by Bill Parcells, NFL coach. Okay. The first thing that you have to do to turn around a team is to envision the process. See how the cases are so closely related to the chapters that we have discussed. Okay, this is the reason why cases are discussed. Okay, so what she's trying to do exactly as per this quote by Bill Parcells, okay, National Football League coach. The first thing that you have to do to turn around a team. Now, Kara's task is to turn around the team. Her sales representatives are low on morale, all-time low. The morale of the team is all-time low. So she has to turn around that team. She has to improve the morale of the team. She has to inspire and create excitement among the team members. How she can do that? Okay, by way of envision, by way of explaining to them what they can do, what is the potential for them to do in future. So the first thing that you have to do to turn around a team, okay, is to envision the process. Okay. So this is what exactly this message Kara should give in her general speech. Articulate a vision and address that vision. Okay. So then second question, what are the specific leader behaviors that Kara Becklin should exhibit towards each of the 5 different categories of reps? Be specific. Okay, if anybody has read the case, you will have idea about the 5 categories of sales reps, how she has divided the 10 sales reps into 5 categories depending on their performance and attitude. So anybody, but you cannot give a general answer here. Okay, you have to be, see, it is clearly mentioned. Be specific. So if you know the 5 categories, you can make an attempt to answer. So anybody who would like to make attempt? Answer for second question. Okay, so not a problem. So I'll do my duty. So first, let me introduce you to the 5 groups. Group 1, high performing and experienced. Remember, if their morale is going to continue to be low, they will leave the company and join the better companies. So group 1, sales reps. Okay, sales reps, these sales reps are high performing and experienced. Okay, so relative to other 4 groups, these reps require the least amount of leadership. These are self-motivated sales reps. Group 2, solid performers but lone wolves. Okay, solid performers but lone wolves. They prefer to work alone. They don't prefer to work in teams. Group 3, low performing rookies. So thus these sales reps are not performing up to the mark. They are not achieving their sales quotas or sales targets. Then group 4, mediocre performing misfit, below average performing sales reps. Okay, and their profile doesn't match more or less with the sales rep position of the company. Then group 5, low performing burned out rep. Fatigue, plateaued. Okay, so these are the 5 categories of the sales representative. Cara Backlin has divided her 10 sales reps into these 5 categories. So what specifically she should speak, to each of these groups, or sales reps belong to each of these groups. So group 1, those sales reps who belong to group 1 are high performing and experienced. Relative to other groups, these reps require the least amount of leadership. So what should be Cara's leadership approach, for group 1 sales reps? Transactional leadership. So please remember, transactional leadership and transformational leadership. These were the 2 leadership styles that we learned. So I hope students, you can see the PowerPoint slides. Hello.
Yes, sir, it visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So these were the 2 leadership styles that we learned in class: transactional leadership and transformational leadership. You should remember, transactional leadership, those supervisory activities regarding the day-to-day operation and control of the sales force, like clarifying roles, providing verbal feedback, and so on. So Cara should exhibit a transactional leadership, with respect to sales reps belonging to group number 1, as they require least amount of leadership. They are self-motivated, they will continue to work. So transactional leadership is essentially not needed. Of course, these reps should be praised from time to time, but extensive verbal feedback on what they are doing right and what they are doing wrong is not necessary. So transactional leadership is about supervision. So whether they're working according to the company standards or not, are they reporting properly or not, what do we need to tell you what is right, what is wrong. So this transactional leadership is not required for group 1. They know the selling process and should also be informed of basic company rules. As for transformational leadership, they must be reminded, updated on the vision for the organization. So transformational leadership is required here for sales reps belonging to group 1, who are highly performing and experienced. You need not supervise them on a day-to-day basis. They know their job and they're doing it very honestly and diligently. So transformational leadership, is required to the extent, so these sales reps must be reminded or updated on the vision of the organization, or the articulated vision of Cara Backlin. You should remind them and keep them updated. So as long as they are aware about this newly articulated vision, again they will continue to put effort and produce the results. They are the one group that is successful in selling the complex, expensive equipment, who suggest that they are team oriented. So the sales reps belonging to group 1 should be made to work along with each other. So they cooperate and coordinate in the team. They're willing to work in a team. Because selling the most expensive products of the company, like a heart lung machine, requires team selling. So this is how Cara should address and prepare her plan for the next period. So any questions here? Cara's specific address to group 1 sales reps. And let's also give a look at the transformational leadership. Because I just spoke about transformational leadership, which we already learned. transformational leadership transforms the basic values, beliefs, and attitudes of followers such that they are willing to perform at levels above and beyond expectations. Yes, that is what is required for Group 1 sales reps. They're already performing 100%. Okay, so Cara Becklin should make them perform beyond 100% by articulating a vision. She, okay, just look at the beauty of the case. That is what exactly she is doing. She is articulated. She is required to articulate a new vision for the group, which will give a new direction for the sales reps to put efforts. Okay, and that new vision will motivate the sales reps, fostering group goals, role modeling, and providing individualized support. That is what she is exactly doing. After the general message, she is going to meet all the sales reps one by one, one to one. Okay, so any questions? Yeah, any questions? At least say yes or no so that I can proceed.
No, sir.
Thank you. Okay.
No, sir.
Yes, thank you. Because it is a class, so I cannot simply go on reading like a radio, one-way radio. Sometimes, okay, my voice may not be audible. Sometimes the shared material like Word document or PowerPoint may not be visible. Okay, so I need to keep checking. Yeah. So the sales reps who belong to Group 2, according to her, are solid performers but lone wolves. They don't prefer to work in team. So Cara must convince these reps the importance of working together in order to sell the big ticket items, most expensive products of the company. Okay, that is heart lung, for example, like heart lung machine. Consequently, the key leader behavior for this group is foreseeing the acceptance of group goals. Means here also she has to adopt the transformational leadership style. So her message or her efforts for sales reps of Group 2 are the sales reps belonging to Group 2 are solid performance. They are also selling, achieving their sales targets 100%. Okay, but they prefer to work alone. They don't prefer to work in teams. But since Cara Becklin has articulated a new vision of increasing revenue in this crisis situation by way of selling the most expensive products of the company, like a heart lung machine, which requires team selling. So her effort must be to convince these sales reps the importance of working together in order to sell the big ticket items like heart lung machine. So if they don't work in team,